Welcome to guided meditation. The first thing we want to do is come to our natural breath. If you have a hard time doing this, you can maybe put one hand in front of your mouth or maybe even touch your nose and just come to your natural breath. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And you just want to notice your breath. Notice how the air comes in through your nose. Notice if it's cool or warm. Notice the air coming into your throat. Notice the air in your mouth. Notice how you're holding your jaw. Notice where your tongue is, if it's at the roof of your mouth or hanging softly at the bottom of your mouth. Just noticing our breath. And noticing the rise and fall of our chest as our lungs fill up with air. Just notice our heartbeat. Just noticing our breath. Now, I want to remind you that if you feel unsafe in any way, you may move around as you wish. You may leave the room or move from a chair to the floor, or maybe even stand up and stim if you need to. You do not need to close your eyes. You don't need to sit still. All you need to do is try to listen to your own breath and follow the guidance. Breath, heartbeat, noticing our body, and allowing gravity to hold us, to help us, to soften. Now, as we listen to our own breath, just notice how the air comes in. Notice your cheeks, the skin on your face. Notice your eyes. Notice your mouth and your jaw, how you're holding. Notice your ears, back of your neck, throat, heart space. Soften your eyes or close them if you feel comfortable and safe. Just notice the rise and fall of your chest. Notice your rib cage expanding and contracting to make room for air. Notice your belly, your middle back. Notice your shoulders, your upper arms. Notice your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, and the tops of your hands. Notice one finger at a time. Notice any tension holding. And remember to breathe and try to breathe into those places. And again, allow gravity to help you loosen and soften. Now notice each individual fingernail. And each fingerprint. And then notice the palms of your hands. And notice the undersides of your forearms and your upper arms, all the way to your armpits, back to your heart space. Maybe even hone into your heartbeat. Check your pulse. Know that your breath and your heart are beating for you, and you don't even have to think about it. They just automatically breathe, automatically pump, automatically pulse. You notice your heart space, your upper back, shoulders, shoulder blades, middle of your back. Notice your waist, your belly, your belly button, hips, lower back, your breath, heartbeat, gravity. Notice your navel, your sitting bones, pelvis. Notice your upper legs, your thighs. Just notice your knees. And again, if you're feeling any tension, holding, we're just noticing and breathing into those areas. Heartbeat, breath, allowing gravity to assist in loosening and softening. And notice your shins and calves. Notice your ankles, tops of your feet. Notice your toes, one at a time. Then notice your toenails, one at a time. And then notice the pads of your toes, one at a time. The ball of your foot, the arch, the curvature or flatness of your foot. And then notice your heel. Maybe putting both feet firmly on the ground, or if you feel comfortable to lay on your belly. Then notice the backs of your ankles. Notice the backs of your legs, your calves, and the backs of your knees, backs of your thighs. Notice your glutes. Notice your tailbone. And notice your spine, the curvature of your spine, all the way up, each individual vertebrae, all the way up to your neck and to the base of your skull. And notice your skull itself, your scalp, your hair, your skin, your baby soft spot, your crown. And then notice all the way down to your toes, and then all the way up one more time. Noticing your breath, noticing your heartbeat, and allowing gravity to hold you, to help you soften and loosen. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Soft rhythm, your breath, your heartbeat. Now, if you'll bring your attention to your feet on the ground, your skin on the earth, and try to imagine yourself barefoot on soft earth and soft grass, on soft moss. Green, soft, delicate ground. You can hear water rushing, water on a shore, pebbles, sand, water, smooth pebbles and rocks, warm sand, earth, cool, crisp water, soft earth, sand, smooth, warm pebbles, rocks. Meadow, grasses, flowers, butterflies, rolling, soft, beautiful meadow, yellow, green, beige, grasses, scent of flowers, wild, floral, colorful, butterflies, small, large, delicate, rolling, warm, soft meadow, colorful grasses swaying in the breeze, bunches of wild flowers growing, attracting butterflies, their nectar, their scent, floral, butterflies, white, yellow, green, fluttering. Tree, a lone tree in the distance, its branches full and swaying. Tree, old as time, roots exposed, warm from the sun. Rough bark, slender branches reaching towards the sky, fruits, leaves, birds, beautiful, friendly old tree. Deep in the ground, roots for miles, thick, strong trunk, swaying branches, reaching for the sun, home to nests, squirrels, raccoons, birds, bursting with flowers and fruit and leaves. The smell of flowers, fresh grass, rushing water, waves upon the sand, the sky, the beautiful blue, slow moving clouds, Sun is high, the rays warming your skin, your face, shining down on the water, the flowers, trees, earth. You reach out, touch the grasses, feel the softness, smell the flowers, feel the earth beneath your feet, the sand and the pebbles, smooth. See your reflection in the water, and you smile. The water is so clear, you can almost sense what it tastes like. Crisp, clean, fresh. Earth under feet, moss, soft path to the tree. Reach out, feel the bark. Look up into the branches and see the sunlight coming through, warm on your face. Sound of birds and animals rustling in the leaves. Rest, calm, safe. You sit down on the ground and lean up against the tree's trunk. Touching the roots, the earth. Resting your shoulders and your back. Closing your eyes and just listening, listening to the stillness, listening to the grasses flow, the flutter, the butterfly wing, a cricket, a frog, bird chirping, rustling, animals in the tree, breath. Listen to our breath. We feel our breath. We feel our heartbeat. We notice our pulse, rise and fall of our chest, I am safe here. I am enough here. I can rest here. I am safe here. I am enough here. I can rest here. Breath, heartbeat, gravity. I am safe here. I am enough here. I can rest here. Loosening and softening. Notice your body. Notice your head, your forehead, and your eyes, your face, and your jaw, your neck, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands, breath. Notice your shoulder blades, your back. Notice the middle of your back, belly, navel, hips. Notice your lower back against the tree, your sitting bones, your legs, pelvis, your thighs, knees. Notice your shins and your calves and your feet flat on the earth. And as the sun begins to set, the temperature drops just slightly. The shadows move across the land as the day is ending. You rise once more to your feet, reach out and touch the tree one more time, its bark, thanking the tree for its time, looking up into the branches, listening to the birds, the animals rustle, the smell of the apple blossoms, cherry blossoms, pears, almonds. And you follow the path of moss, the earth, feeling the coolness under your feet. And you reach out and touch the grass, flowers, soft, fragrant. A butterfly lands on your finger, a ladybug, sound of crickets, fireflies. And you walk down to the rushing water. The tide is coming in with the moon rising, soft, cool sand, rocks, and smooth stones, clear, fresh water. You can see the last rays of the sun moving across the rushing water. And in the sky, the moon rising, the first glimpses of planets, stars, Jupiter and Saturn, Venus, Mars. You can feel the rushing breeze on your face and skin, breath, heartbeat, gravity, supporting and holding you. You smile again, knowing you'll be back, safe, aware, knowing I am safe enough. I am enough. I can rest. And as you turn back to the path, back to the moss and earth, and bring your attention back to the bottoms of your feet, the curvature, flatness of your foot, the bottoms of your toes, ball of your foot, your heel, Notice the back of your ankles, your calves and your shins, the tops of your toes, top of your foot, skin, bone and muscle, loosening and softening. Notice your knees, the backs of your knees, the outside of your upper legs and the inside of your upper legs, your thighs, the bottom of your leg. Notice how your clothing is touching your skin. Notice where your legs or your sitting bones are making contact with the floor or the chair. Notice your hips, your pelvis, your navel. Notice your tailbone, your spine, all the way up to your skull, and then down again. Each individual vertebrae, all the way back down to your tailbone. And then notice your lower back, your hips, your waist, loosening and softening, allowing gravity to pull you closer to the earth, loosening and softening. And notice your belly, the middle of your back. Notice your rib cage. And with each breath in and out, how your rib cage expands and contracts to make room for air. Notice your heartbeat, your heart space. Notice your pulse. Notice your shoulder blades, backs of your arms, elbows, your forearms. Notice your wrists and tops of your hands, your fingers and your palms, the undersides of your arms, all the way up to your armpits. Notice your collarbone, shoulders, loosening and softening, allowing gravity to help you soften. Now notice your throat, back of your neck. Notice your jaw, teeth, tongue. Notice your face, cheeks, your nose, eyes. Notice your ears. Notice your forehead, the back of your skull, your scalp, your soft spot, your hair, and your crown. And when you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe wiggle your shoulders a bit. Stretch. Maybe roll to one side. Gently open your eyes. Look around the room. Notice your body. Notice any emotions that you feel. But also notice what you can physically feel in your body. And notice any differences from the beginning of the meditation. Now, as you gaze around the room, try to notice one thing that you can smell. Maybe it's aromatherapy or dinner cooking. Notice your breath and the air moving into your mouth and your throat. And then notice one thing that you can sense or maybe taste or even imagine tasting. Hmm. And notice one thing that you can hear. And then as you look around, just notice one thing that you can see. Notice everything about it. Notice how you feel physically and emotionally as you use your senses. Maybe give yourself a hug across your arms and touch your face. Rub your palms together. Butterfly hug. Feel your body. Stretch or get up and move if you need to. I am enough. I am safe. And I can rest. These are your affirmations for the week. And whenever you are feeling scattered or can't bring it all back, come to your breath. Your breath is always there. You breathe without thinking about it. And your heartbeat. You can even take your pulse. Let's take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, maybe sighing on the out. One more. And I thank you very much for coming. If you would like to leave me a message or have questions about this meditation, you can email me at monica@inwardbloomwellness.com or message me on my social media. I hope to see you next Monday. Be well. Namaste.